At the beginning of this story, a man named Jeffrey came home very scared and put his eldest daughter Victoria and younger daughter Lily in the car and started driving somewhere fast. Actually, a huge loss in business had driven Jeffrey crazy, and due to this shock, he shot his business partner and his wife. And now he wanted to go somewhere far away with his daughters as soon as possible. But due to the cold weather, the road was completely covered with snow, and due to the fast driving, suddenly the balance of his car was disturbed, and the car fell into a ditch. But Jeffrey and his daughters were still alive. Then Jeffrey got out of the car and started going towards the forest with his daughters, where they saw a very old cabin. But Jeffrey had just gone inside the cabin with Lily when Victoria, who was standing outside, saw someone inside the cabin. But due to the accident, Victoria's glasses were broken, everything was blurry, so she ignored him and went inside the cabin with her father. Then, because it was very cold, Jeffrey broke some things and lit a fire and went to another room of the cabin and started crying loudly. Jeffrey was very worried at that time, because of which he also tried to shoot himself, but he could not do so after hearing the voice of his daughters coming from outside. Then, when Victoria called, Jeffrey came out, and while talking to her, Jeffrey took off Victoria's glasses because something else was going on in her mind. Jeffrey was about to kill himself after killing his daughters, but as soon as he pointed the gun at Victoria, suddenly a shadow attacked Jeffrey and dragged him away. After which, Victoria tried hard to find her father, but since he could not find him, she sat by the fire with her sister. Now, these two sisters had been sitting by the fire for a long time, and they were also feeling hungry. But the next moment, the shadow threw a cherry at them, after which the shadow started raising these two girls like a mother. So now the story moves forward 5 years from here, where Victoria and Lily's uncle Lux was still looking for them, who is Jeffrey's twin brother. Lux lives with his girlfriend Annabelle, who is a rock musician. Then, at Lux's request, 2 men from the rescue team started looking for Victoria and Lily again, and today, 5 years later, they finally managed to reach Jeffrey's car, which was still there. After which, they gave their dog Victoria's toy, and the dog followed the scent and brought them to the cabin. But when the 2 men came to the cabin, they realized that Victoria and Lily would be there after seeing the drawings on the walls and some of the children's belongings. And along with this, they also found the seeds of the cherries that Victoria and Lily had eaten in the last 5 years. But when they saw Victoria and Lily, they were shocked, because in those 5 years, they had completely changed. They were also using their hands to walk like animals, seeing which, at first, the 2 men were very scared. Well, now after all this, Victoria and Lily were rescued from there and brought to Dr. Dreyfus, who is a child psychologist. Then Dr. Dreyfus told Lux and Annabelle that when this accident happened, Victoria was quite big, so she still knows how to communicate. But Lily was very young at that time, so she doesn't even know how to speak, and that's why we have to pay more attention to her. Now, after that, when Lux went to meet them, the 2 sisters hid under the bed out of fear, and Victoria even tried to attack her. But when Lux put on the glasses, Victoria could see everything clearly, and she thought of Lux as her father and hugged him. But the next day, Jeffrey's sister, Jane, filed a lawsuit in court demanding custody of her brother's daughters, because according to her, Lux's income was not enough to raise the 2 girls properly. To which Dr. Dreyfus told Lux and Annabelle that there is a house that I use as an institute, and if you guys move into this house with the 2 girls, then I will be able to keep an eye on these girls, and this will also help you in taking custody of them. For which Lux was ready, but Annabelle did not like children at all. But Annabelle loved Lux very much, so she left her rock band and decided to live with Victoria and Lily for Lux. But one day during Victoria's checkup, Victoria told the doctor that many years ago a woman had run away from a mental hospital with a child, after which she jumped into the water with the child. And when the doctor asked, "Who told you this story?" Victoria said that her mother told me this story. The doctor found all these things about Victoria quite strange. So to find out the truth, he went to the city records office where all kinds of records are kept. Then a woman named Lucy who worked there told the doctor that there was no record between 2008 and 2012 that you want to know about, and there was no mental hospital nearby. Many years ago, there used to be a mental hospital near the lake, which is 5 miles away from here. But in the year 1878, this hospital was closed, and from the records of this hospital, the doctor found out about a woman named Edith Brennan, whose story was completely similar to Victoria's story. Meanwhile, the shadow behind Victoria and Lily had also reached the house that the two sisters call Mother. Then one day, when Annabelle was playing the guitar in her room, the light in that room suddenly started flickering, which Annabelle was already quite scared. But as soon as she turned around, Lily suddenly came after her and scared her even more. Now after that, Annabelle told Lux about the incident and said that I don't think I can handle these girls. But Lux asked Annabelle to be patient and started getting intimate with her. But at the same time, when Annabelle's eyes fell on a shadow watching them from the door, she got very scared of it. And when Lux came out of the room and started checking, he saw a strange hole on a wall from which this shadow came out and threw Lux down the stairs, which caused Lux a lot of injuries and he went into a coma. So now, after Lux went into a coma, Annabelle decided to take care of Victoria and Lily alone, because if she didn't do this, Jeffrey's sister would have got custody of these girls. But one night, when Annabelle was sleeping in her room after putting Victoria and Lily to sleep, she suddenly heard someone humming. But as soon as Annabelle followed the sound and went to Victoria and Lily's room, the sound suddenly stopped. Annabelle often felt that someone was in Victoria and Lily's room, so she called Dr. Dreyfus home and told him that she thought someone was visiting Victoria and Lily. It was the voice of a woman who was probably singing a lullaby to Victoria and Lily. Annabelle also showed the doctor the drawings that the girls had made on the walls, and at the same time, she showed the doctor the doll that Victoria and Lily had made. It was exactly the same doll as the rescue team found in the cabin, and it could make a good person feel scared. But when Dr. Dreyfus watched the video made during Victoria's checkup, Victoria said in the video that this doll was made by her mother, and her words made the doctor think. Then, in the meantime, Lucy called Dr. Dreyfus and told him that I found something that I want you to see. After which, when the doctor went to Lucy, Lucy told him that 20 years ago, when the cemetery in this city was removed, some relics were found there that Edith Brennan's relatives refused to adopt, after which they were sent here as records. And after telling all this, Lucy gave the box of these relics to Dr. Dreyfus. While working on her house, Annabelle felt that someone was there. When Annabelle checked, she did not see anyone there, while standing behind her at that time was the same shadow that Victoria and Lily call Mother. On the other hand, in the hospital, Lux, who was in a coma, suddenly saw Jeffrey's spirit in her dream, repeatedly telling Lux to save her daughters from this shadow. Then, seeing Jeffrey's spirit in her dream, Lux felt like having a seizure. But the good thing was that Lux had now come out of the coma. Well, after meeting Lux and returning home, when Annabelle saw that Victoria was trying to open a box, but she was unable to open it, Annabelle started helping Victoria. During which, Victoria suddenly told Annabelle that you should not help me when you help me, take care of me. She gets jealous, and I don't want her to hurt you too. After hearing all this, Annabelle tried very hard to find out the truth from Victoria, but Victoria ran away from there without answering anything. Now, after a while, Jane comes to Annabelle's house to see the girls. Seeing Lily's condition, Jane felt that Annabelle was beating Lily, so she came out of the house and filed a complaint against Annabelle with social services. Now, that same night, Dr. Dreyfus came to meet Victoria, and today, when he asked Victoria if the one you and Lily call Mother lived with you in this cabin, Victoria said yes, she lived in the walls of this cabin, but now I don't know where she is. But Dr. Dreyfus told Victoria that I know she came to this house with you, so you just tell me if the woman in this picture is your mother. But as soon as Victoria asked Dr. Dreyfus to leave, the doctor saw a strange shadow on the wall, which scared him so much that he immediately ran away from there.
So now, after leaving there, Dr. Dreyfus understood that the shadow was none other than that crazy woman Edith. So to find out the truth, he went to the cabin from where these girls were rescued. Then, going to this cabin, the doctor said to the shadow that I have already known your name as well as what you want. But then, suddenly, his flashlight went off, and he started hearing some scary sounds. Then, to see in the darkness, Dr. Dreyfus started using the camera's flashlight, in which he saw the shadow. But the next moment, the shadow attacked Dr. Dreyfus and killed him. On the other hand, Annabelle, who was sleeping at her house, suddenly had a dream in which the crazy Edith killed a nun and snatched a child from her and ran away from the hospital. But some people from this mental hospital started chasing her, to escape from whom Edith, who was running, suddenly jumped into a ditch and was killed. Now, after seeing this accident, when Annabelle suddenly opened her eyes, she felt that someone was in her room. But at the same time, when she saw Victoria standing at the door and asked what was happening, the shadow suddenly came out from under the bed and disappeared after scaring Annabelle badly, while Annabelle thought it was all just a bad dream. On the other hand, as soon as Lily, who was sitting in her room, realized that her mother had come, she told Victoria that her mother had come. Let's go to her. But Victoria was now slowly starting to understand that she was not her mother, but a demon. Therefore, Victoria refused to go to her. But even after Victoria refused, Lily went out the window and started looking for her mother alone. Well, now, the next morning, when Annabelle got up and went to see the girls, she saw Lily sleeping outside the house. Seeing which, when she brought Lily inside, Lily started trying to run away from her, during which she even slapped Annabelle. But as soon as Annabelle started loving Lily instead of getting angry, Lily also liked it very much. So now, after that, Annabelle closed the window of their room and sent the girls downstairs to eat. But then, that devil got up from behind her and went into the closet, which Annabelle did not see, but she definitely felt that someone was there. And when Annabelle opened the closet, she saw a black spot on the wall inside the closet, which was actually the door through which that shadow came from that cabin to that house. So now, after all this, Annabelle asked Victoria that I know you and the doctor had talked about the one you and Lily call Mother, so tell me who that mother is. But Victoria did not answer her words. After that, when Annabelle called the doctor and tried to find out about him, the doctor did not pick up her call. So Annabelle went to the doctor's office to find out about it, where she found out from the doctor's assistant that the doctor had died. After that, she took all the documents of the doctor's research on Victoria and Lily and left. Then, after coming home, when Annabelle looked at these documents, Annabelle learned about Edith's story from the doctor and Victoria's words, that she had jumped into the water with a child from the insane asylum many years ago. Victoria said that in this accident, she had fallen into the water, but the child did not, for which I do not know the reason, but the mother searched for the child for many years. But then, one day, she found Lily and me, and now she lives with us in the same house. Meanwhile, Lux, who was now completely recovered, came from the hospital to the same place where he had seen Jeffrey's spirit. But when he did not find anything there, he started moving towards the forest. At home, Victoria and Lily said goodnight to Annabelle and went to sleep. But as the night grew darker, as soon as they realized their mother's arrival, the two sisters started looking for her all over the house. But the two sisters gradually started liking Annabelle, so instead of loving them, the mother attacked them today. While trying to avoid it, the two sisters locked themselves in separate rooms. Then, hearing their screams when Annabelle came to them, Edith also attacked Annabelle. But when she was about to kill Annabelle, Victoria reminded her that you promised me that you would not do anything to Annabelle. But Edith was very angry at that time, and in that anger, she came to Victoria and broke her glasses. Then, in the middle of that, Jane came to see the girls. But as soon as she came in, Edith moved towards her in the form of a shadow, and in the blink of an eye, she subdued Jane. Now unconscious due to Edith's attack, Annabelle had a dream that the child Edith had taken from the hospital, instead of falling into the water with her, was hanging from a tree branch. But by the time Annabelle regained consciousness, Edith had taken Victoria and Lily away. so Annabelle quickly picked up the box that Lucy had given the doctor. Inside this box was the body of the dead child that Edith had taken with her, and Annabelle started heading towards the cabin without any delay. But on the way, Lux suddenly appeared in front of her car because he was also trying to find the same cabin. Then Annabelle told Lux that she had taken the girls, and if we did not reach the cabin quickly, she would kill them both. After which, Lux quickly came with her to the cabin where Edith had killed Jane and left her body. But as soon as they looked out the other door of the cabin, Edith was standing over the very ravine from which she had jumped. She was calling these two girls to her so that when they fell and died, she could take their souls with her. Now, Victoria understood all this, but Lily still considered Edith her mother, so she started moving towards her. But by then, Lux and Annabelle had also reached there, and Lux caught Lily just before she fell into the ravine. Then, Edith, who was filled with anger by Lux's action, was about to kill her when Annabelle showed her the child she was holding in her hand. Seeing which, Edith left Lux and went to Annabelle and took her child from her. But when she saw that it was not a child but her own, she started crying as soon as she realized this. Now, in the meantime, Lux and Annabelle were leaving with Victoria and Lily when Lily called Edith as her mother, which made Edith understand that even though the child was dead, she could still have Lily and Victoria. For which she first attacked Lux and knocked him unconscious, and then threw Annabelle into the air and threw him down. After which, she started moving towards the ditch to take Victoria and Lily with her. But Annabelle was chasing her again and again. But Edith had promised Victoria that she would not do anything to Annabelle. Therefore, she kept stopping Annabelle and moving towards the same ditch with the two girls. But at the same time, when she saw Victoria, she saw love for Annabelle in Victoria's eyes, and by then, Annabelle had also managed to reach Victoria. Then, seeing the love between Annabelle and Victoria, Edith left Victoria and jumped into the abyss with only Lily. That is, the devil's desire to become a mother was fulfilled, and Lux and Annabelle could not do anything even if they wanted to. But a similar accident happened to Mayan and his friends when they went to a cabin in the forest. But they had no idea that death was waiting for them in this cabin. So, if you liked this video, then you must also watch this video with the right one, because you will also like it very much. And until then, I will go and make another such video for you. So, bye-bye!